like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth on LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Salute to everybody that's tapped in, man. Shouts out to everybody supporting the channel, man. Showing love to the channel, man. I had somebody come in here earlier talking about something. Hey, man, who paying you, man, to go against Diddy? Nigga, ain't nobody paying me to go against Diddy, nigga. I'm going wherever the truth is, dog. And it don't matter where it lay. And the truth don't lay with that nigga. So I ain't rolling with him. Point blank, period, bro. I don't respect people who beat up and do shit like that to everyday working people. I don't respect that. And if everybody's right that these girls are hoes and freaks and skeezers and scallywags, why he dealing with them? You a multi-millionaire, billionaire type nigga. Why is you dealing with these? Why is you rolling in the dirt with these type of people? Then everybody talking about some, oh, man, ticket, man, they trying to tear a black man down. Man, all Diddy did was hire white folks. These is a lot of white folks that he got around him that's in the court testifying against him. Who's the dude that's getting ready to testify against him for the drug? White. Who's his main assistant? White. You want to stop playing this game? We can play this game now. Those are the people that Diddy put around himself. Point blank, period. Everyday working white folks. You can't do that. Be a black man, beating up on people, treating people like garbage, then turn around and treat your own people like garbage, and expect people to hold you up and scream this black card. Ain't gonna work with me, Jack. Ain't gonna work. Point blank, period. And I don't give a damn what type of dusty ass bean pie suits these dudes is wearing. It don't matter to me, bro. The only thing that matters is the truth, and it's always gonna shine bright. So you can get mad because people donate to my channel or whatever. And shout out to the girl who sent me the $50 donation to PayPal. It is what it is. People support me because they know I speak the real, bro. I ain't compromised to do no shit, bro. I don't have to take no check from no multi-billionaire or millionaire, whatever like that. Come in here and cap like the man. Listen, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Right? Let me tell y'all something, bro. People talking about, man, we got to get behind and support Diddy. Y'all wasn't talking that shit about Shine. Let me say that again. Where was Diddy with all the support behind Shine? Shine put his life on the line for this man. Where was all the support for Sean Pope? Shine did 10. Point blank, period. He did 10 yards. Point blank, period. What was all the support for Sean Pope? There was none. Again, man put his life on the line. I can keep going on, but I'm going to stop right there until somebody says something else in his comments, and then I'm going to stir fry once again. Anyways, I wasn't on live for all this time, you guys, because I was waiting on my person to come outside the courtroom because I got like 2 or 3 people that's in the court. I got 3 people that's in the courtroom. Y'all have already heard from one on this channel, and the other 2, they're busy doing other things, so I really can't get them booked in, but I'm going to do it after the trial is over with. The other 2 people that I had in, I'm going to have them come on this channel and explain to you guys. But anyways, I was talking to one of the homies because I got 2 girls and a guy that's in the courtroom. I was talking to one of the homies that's in the courtroom right now. He's telling me, bro, it's over with, man. He was like, bro, what they showed today, he was like, they had the what you call a summary witness that goes up there. Summary witness went in there, man, and all they did was go over all that. So everybody's like, oh, man, all they doing is testimony. That's because you're a dumbass and don't know how to wait to the end. In the end, first they're going to do the testimony. Then in the end, they're going to come with all of the evidence, flight evidence, all this other stuff. All the evidence they don't show this shit in court today. text message, undisputable, unrefutable text message evidence of drug trafficking and all this other stuff, bro. He's going to prison for the Rico, bro. My man's just told me that shit. He in the courtroom every day. He like, bro, man, they just laid this shit out like, man, like, and he said they got more they got coming. He was like, bro, they spending all day on this. Like, they got this whole thing laid out with all this evidence. They got evidence seized off Diddy phones that people didn't know about. When they got his phones in the rape, they got evidence they're showing in the courtroom right now that you can't even, there is no argument for this. There is no disputing this. There is no disputing this. And happy birthday to Tupac Shakur. So, like I said to y'all, again, you guys can say whatever y'all want to say. I'm just keeping it real. You understand what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, the homie just told me, I hit Shorty up because I want to get her thoughts on it, because she always going to tell me what she going to say. Hold on. I'm waiting on her to hit me back right now. And then Lauren, I'm going to hit Lauren up. And I'm going to ask Lauren what she thought about what's going on. I'm pretty sure Lauren going to drop something on her channel. Hold on. Let me see. I'm pretty sure the homegirl Lauren going to drop something. Y'all think I'm just coming here just playing these games, man? Oh, man, come on, man. This is a witch hunt. No, it ain't. Nigga, they got evidence. Nigga, what you talking about, nigga? They got evidence. Let me hear what Lauren, and y'all got to go subscribe to Lauren's channel, too. Lauren, Pop Crime TV with Lauren Conlon. Let's listen to what Lauren has to say about this. Hold on. Let me make sure we ain't got no commercial.
Day 24 of the United States versus Sean Combs, and juror number 6 was officially dismissed this morning. The defense had filed a letter.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick before she get to that. The defense filed a letter crying about discrimination. How you crying about? Let's be real. Let's everybody be real. How we crying about discrimination and opportunities when Diddy have given more white folks opportunities on his legal team than he has black folks? Explain that. Let's start right there. Let's start right there. Diddy got an 80 to 20% ratio on white to black lawyers. This man got a whole basketball team of lawyers surrounding him in the court. Point blank period, man. Shout out to Jonte and the Cash App coming through, $50 donation as well. Salute, homie. I see you in the building. If y'all want to donate, link pin at the top of the chat. Ring it up, man. Straight like that, man. Stand on anything moving in my area. How you gonna complain when you ain't even doing this? Yo, man, all the key people that's in this case that could bury Diddy, the boy that's coming on tomorrow, Brendan Paul, and the girl KK, the white girl. She decided, I'm going to ride with Diddy. She going to ride with Diddy straight to jail, straight to prison. I was told this to right. Bro, I've been talking for the last almost, 25 minutes on the phone, bro. Getting all this information. Bro, I'm telling people that's in the court. They said, man, it's over with, bro. They don't show this. They said, this ain't even disputable. They don't put the evidence on the screen in front of the whole court, in front of all the jury today. In front of all the jury, they don't put the evidence on the screen, and they saying something else going on with another one of those jurors, man. And they're saying a lot of people in the court are speculating what the hell is going on. So I'm hearing that's going on right now, too, in the court. It's a lot of speculation about what's going on with that other juror. A lot of people are whispering stuff. People are afraid to say what they think it is, but a lot of people are whispering about this situation with this other juror. Because from what I heard, something else was brought to the judge's attention about a different juror that he deemed was important enough to, how should I say it? He deemed it was important enough to call up this juror. So now they're going to be questioning this juror at the end of court today. And tomorrow morning, y'all going to hear it all. I'm hearing it may get real ugly tomorrow morning. And see, everybody sitting up here, oh, man, man, listen, bro, I'm telling y'all what the real is, man. Them people showed that shit in court today. Evidence. See, you can say whatever you want to say on the internet from transcripts that's being partially read, because those ain't even the full transcripts on the internet. You got to go to the courthouse, pay $500 a day to get that full transcript. And that way you'll understand the full context of things, not little broken parts and pieces that we're getting, but thank God we're getting that. But you're talking about full entire transcripts. And then I'm being told the transcripts don't tell the story, which is why I said that I wanted this to be televised, so everybody can see how this stuff is being entered into evidence on TV. Because if everybody was watching this on TV, wouldn't nobody have a word to say. They shut their mouth. They shut their mouth. Point blank period. And so here's the situation. I'm being told that the summary witness went in there and basically the feds don't cracked open all of the text messages, all of they don't cracked open flight records, all this shit. Like I told y'all. They don't put all the evidence out there on the line. Let's go ahead and listen to what Lauren had to say. Hold on. I'm gonna listen to what she had to say while we, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Let me see what she said on her channel.
On the 15th, which was last night, to the judge, stating that if this juror was officially dismissed, they would most likely move for a mistrial. They, again, I had mentioned this before, they really think that there is some racial bias going on because he was one of 5 black jurors. I think I had originally said 4, but there were 5. And the judge said that it would be improper to allow race to play a factor as to the fitness of this juror because there were clear inconsistencies when he was questioned multiple times about his residency. You know, the judge said, look, this is why we have alternates, and there was an alternate juror in his place, and I think he'll be questioned by the end of the day, but this alternate juror, he was significantly older. He was also a male, and, you know, just my opinion really quick, I watched the juror that was dismissed a lot because he was kind of on the end, and I saw his facial expressions. He seemed to be horrified a lot of the time. He was stressed or looked stressed a lot of the time. He would always look at the clock. So, you know, I don't know if that meant that he thinks Diddy is guilty, not guilty, but I'm just saying he was one of the jurors that did show a lot of expression. So then we started with the summary witness, Ananya Sankar, who works for the U.S. Attorney's Office. She is a paralegal specialist, and she organizes the intake of evidence and trial prep. So she was pretty much taking us through communications. There were these charts on the screen, and it was KK's devices from March of 2016 through February of 2024. And she kind of went through certain text messages and recordings and things from KK's phone and told us why they were accurate, went through all these accuracy procedures and whatnot. Now, some of these text messages, I mean, I'll just go through the gist of what we saw, which I think is just more corroboration to the indictment and I guess the government's case in general.
I told y'all, she's saying the same thing homie just told me. She's saying the same thing. It's more corroboration in the evidence. See, everybody get mad at me. Nigga get mad at Diddy. Niggas get mad at the evidence that this nigga left the evidence in his phone. He left the evidence in his phone. Stinking thinking. Period. He's a fool.
General, because there were texts about getting cash for Diddy when he was at these hotels, assistants, you know, picking it up from whichever security guard.
There you go. Everybody running around here. Oh man, it was Cassie and them paying for the escorts. How Cassie and them paying? They ain't got no money. How you think they was getting the money? Now they showing y'all how they was getting the money. All factual information. Everybody gonna be quiet now. All that stuff they was talking, all that yickety yak, I hear that thing go clickety clack. And that's that jail cell.
The cash. There was also an assistant texting, Jessica Ruiz texted KK flight information for, quote, Paul Arthur, who we know was.
There you go, Rico right there, using your inner network of your business to do illegal deeds. So KK's getting messages about flying the sex workers in. Easy work, man. This shows you the link in the Rico. They have the messages. They put on the screen, man. The hell is wrong with these people, man? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They showing this evidence in court. Can't nobody dispute this. Can't nobody say, oh, man, take you on here capping, nigga. No, I'm not, nigga. I'm showing you factual information. What I told y'all niggas they had in the first place. But did niggas want to listen to me? No, they didn't. Nigga, King, period, nigga. As I told you, nigga, y'all ain't want to listen to me, man. Man, bro. What y'all thought it was? What y'all thought it was? Y'all better stop, man. Listen, man. This nigga gonna, and all they're gonna do is try to file a bunch of appeals and get denied on every appeal. The man going to prison for life, man. Should have took the plea deal, like I told y'all. They had that nigga dead to rights, right? Now you don't hear me. Everybody saying, "Oh, Tigger, why you ain't talking about D-Rock?" I don't be talking about them niggas who's in the game. Them niggas that's in the game, bro. I ain't talking about them. He ain't supposed to snitch. He in the game, bro. He not supposed to snitch. He's in the game. He's not supposed to snitch. He's not supposed to get no information. He in the game. I'm not talking about him. Everyday working people, though, man. Every day, this is the thing Diddy was doing. Everyday working people, bro. Everyday working people, bro. Everyday working people, man. So you doing that, bro? Like I said before, man. He deserved to get cooked, bro. You using 9 to 5 people to do your dirt, dog. Diddy down bad, and y'all got people on here literally capping for this nigga, bro. That's the thing that get me. Is how niggas capping for Diddy, man. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. And like I told y'all, they showing it. Everybody saying, I don't see no Rico. Nigga, you dudes are stupid as hell. They're showing everybody in the courtroom today. That's why they got the summary witnesses that's in the courtroom. They're showing all the evidence today in the court to back up. What they did was they got everybody's testimony, let everybody run around here talking about, oh, they lying, and then they come to the courtroom in the end with all the evidence to prove and back up all the testimony. And the mule is coming tomorrow. Everybody sitting up here saying, oh, I don't know, Ticket, man. That's why I try to tell y'all. I got people that's in the court telling me what's going on, like, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know more, and I ain't even saying as much as I know. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I can't say as much as I know on YouTube. I can't say it. I won't say it. As much as I know, I won't say it. I won't say it. I won't speak it. It's a lot more stuff that's going on that I won't never speak about. I just leave that to be. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not my place to speak about that. But I'm just telling y'all, man, bro, feds wasn't playing with this guy, man. They had this nigga dead to rights, bro. And he know it, too. You know what I'm saying? He know it, bro. He know it, man. And so they're going to get him on the Rico. He's going to get found guilty on all the charges after they finish on this summary. That's what I'm being told, period. I already knew this. That's what I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? You had to have evidence in order to get those. Let me say this again. In order to get those type of subpoenas to go, you had to have evidence. You understand what I'm saying? Going in there that you was going to find what you was going to find. You had to know 1,000% going in there that you was going to find what the hell you was going to find. To get that signed off by a judge.
An escort that directly relates to the indictment as well, transportation.
Now, listen to that again. Once again, let's listen to that again. This is where the Rico come in. Racketeering is where Diddy uses his inner corporation. And everybody said, oh, where's his co-defendants? Bro, they're gonna be tried after Diddy's tried. All the co-defendants is coming after Diddy. KK, all of them. All them people y'all don't see testify that's involved, that's being named in this case, those are all the co-defendants. They're gonna have their trial after Diddy's over with. All the other people, they either took a plea and said, yo, man, I'm taking a plea. KK is a white woman with a family. I promise you, she is forever going to regret. Because she ain't in the streets. She's forever going to regret. Unless she's just a devil walking too, which is a lot of people will accuse her of being. But I'm just saying, she's going to forever regret the fact that they offered her immunity and she didn't take it. Because she's going to spend 20 years in prison. And then niggas think I'm joking. They got her under the Rico. And the fact that she didn't cooperate, they're going to nail it to her ass. Point blank period. Point blank period. So, hey, man, y'all, like I said before, listen, I'm going to let you hear what she had to say. I'm going to let it play through.
Engage in prostitution. There was a text from Jane asking KK for cash for Diddy around 5 to 10K. There were also texts about getting packages from someone named Guido.
Hold on, let me stop this right here. Let me rewind that again so y'all can hear that.
Through February of 2024, and she kind of went through certain text messages and recordings and things from KK's phone and told us why they were accurate, went through all these accuracy procedures and whatnot. Now, some of these text messages, I mean, I'll just go through the gist of what we saw, which I think is just more corroboration to the indictment and I guess the government's case in general, because there were texts about getting cash for Diddy when he was at these hotels, assistants, picking it up from whichever security guard had the cash. There was also an assistant texting, Jessica Ruiz texted KK flight information for Paul Arthur, who we know was an escort. That directly relates to the indictment as well, transportation to engage in prostitution. There was a text from Jane asking KK for cash for Diddy around 5 to 10K. There were also texts about getting packages from someone named Guido, who I guess we're speculating is perhaps a drug dealer, because there was multiple mentions of Guido in Christina Courtroom's text messages. There were also some audio recordings. One of them, I believe we had heard before. It was Diddy talking to Jane in 2023, shortly after Cassie's lawsuit dropped, just saying, I'm sorry that you felt this way. I didn't know that, how do we move on, etc. And then Jane kind of crying and just kind of answering, yeah, okay, just whatever. She wasn't saying much. And then we saw text messages in December of 2023, really long messages from Jane to Diddy. And she is saying all the right buzzwords here. She's saying that she felt exploited and, quote, coerced, being with him and all these things for so long. And then she texts KK about the fact that Diddy is trying to blackmail her with this sex tape and show it to her baby daddy if she doesn't comply. I didn't, again, these text messages were shown so quickly on the screen, I didn't get a chance to write all of it down, but it was something along those lines. And then we saw pictures of screenshots from KK's phone of some of these text messages, and then a video where there was a video of the phone, and it was like a female's hand holding it. And just as a side note, I've been thinking that, KK cooperated pretty much after Cassie's lawsuit dropped and kind of flipped and got some kind of deal where she could work with the government and help them get, these witnesses and sort of guide them as to where they should be looking. Because again, she's not taking the stand, obviously, and there's just a lot of information here. Oh, by the way, on Friday, I got stung by a bee out here, which is crazy. I pulled the stinger out, but anyway. Okay, so then we, there was, again, more text between KK and assistants. There was one that said something like, oh, like he's going to want a king night. And the assistant was like, oh no, I'm going to have to re-up on baby oil and stuff like that. Then we saw text messages between D-Rock and Diddy. And it's unclear to me if these messages also came from KK's phone. I'm not quite sure. Actually, I mean, they could have, but again, these were only between D-Rock and Diddy and then D-Rock and Mia. So I don't think those came from KK's, but I will confirm where they came from after, or this afternoon. But there was text messages between D-Rock and Diddy where D-Rock said, this is November of 2023, he was checking on Diddy. This was after Cassie's lawsuit dropped, saying, I love you, man. I'm here for you. And there was a heart emoji. And then Diddy said the same thing, I love you. Thanks for checking in. And then there is a text message. This has nothing to do with the case. I just kind of thought it was funny because D-Rock was like, send me a picture of your Thanksgiving plate, man. Let's keep the tradition alive. Like they send each other pictures of, their Thanksgiving plates. But then I think the meat of this really was the text between D-Rock and Mia. And the witness, Sankar, kind of showed us how he would text Mia, then go back to Diddy and say, this is what she said. This was the last thing she said. I just got a hold of her. And then we went over the text messages that Diddy had formerly sent Mia, which said, hey, I just want to talk to you type of thing. And during Tenny Garagos's cross-examination, she kind of pointed out a couple things within those text messages that I thought were maybe important. During Mia's direct examination, she had talked about how when D-Rock reached out to her initially, she had felt like he was offering to send her money. And I remember listening to this thinking, oh, how did she gather that what he asked, like when he said, can I send you something? Because she was scuba diving in Honduras or whatever. I just wanted to know how she kind of figured that was money, because I didn't really get that. But then we saw text messages that we hadn't seen before from Mia to D-Rock, where she had said, you know, I'm low on quote unquote Skrilla. And then she kind of wrote AKA money. And that's when he's like, let me send you something. And she's like, oh no, don't worry about it type of.
Huh? Everybody said Mia was lying though. Oh, she lied. She lied. She lied. She turned down the money. She turned down the money. Once again, y'all, the truth prevails. You understand what I'm saying? That's my homegirl Lauren Collins. She in the courthouse. She be on all the big shows. And she been on this show too. I went to her channel because I talked to one of the homies that's in the courthouse, and he told me. And now Lauren is kind of saying, lined up exactly what he said, that they showed undisputable proof of the racketeering today with evidence, not testimony, evidence in the courthouse. So I wonder how these niggas gonna cap on that. Like, share, subscribe, man. Salute to everybody, man. Y'all already know that. I'm gonna holler at y'all later on after this, day is over with to give y'all a recap on what happened in the courthouse, man. And like I said before, shout out to Linda Robinson in the Cash App, and shout out to Latrice Martin in the Cash App with a donation. You already know what it is, man. I'm gone.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.